well out there. Thank you so much for watching our podcast, Real Estate Insider, Where America Goes for Funding. I hope you guys can hear me and see me okay. It's Where America Goes for Funding, your direct nationwide commercial residential lender. Appreciate all of you guys tuning in and watching the show with Angelo Christian Financial. Tonight we're talking about our DSCR loan, some of the new products that we have coming out for 2025. We have a brand new DSCR program, interest only, and DSCR no seasoning. So we're going to be focusing on our investor loan products tonight and be discussing that further because right now investment properties are so hot. You have multifamily, you have single family, you have commercial. And so many people are getting into DSCR loans because the interest rates are just as low as conventional and they're a lot easier to qualify for those loans. So, for example, if you're trying to get a conventional loan or go to get a bank loan, you might have 20 steps to complete to get that loan funded. But with DSCR, you only need like 7 or 8 steps to qualify. You don't need employment, you don't need a job. They underwrite off of the cash flow of the property. Hey, good evening, Lynn. Thank you so much for watching the show on the channel with Angelo Christian Financial. So it's a phenomenal program because it's a lot easier to qualify for the loan. And if you're whether you're trying to purchase or you're trying to refinance cash out, DSCR loans are an amazing product. And now we have the no seasoning product. So you don't need to have 12 months of ownership on the property. You can refinance and cash out and you can pull the equity out. So we're going to be talking about all these different type of exciting things with DSCR this evening because you might be trying to figure out how to get involved with creating mailbox money, creating rental income, and you don't know where to get started. Whether you want to do FHA, you want to do VA, you want to do conventional, you want to do fix and flip. There's Airbnb. There's all these different type of things, and you got to know specifically what product to focus on or what to invest in. So DSCR loans are for investors that are trying to do rental property loans, whether it's single family or multifamily. So it's not based off of your income, how much you make. It's based off of the cash flow of the property. They're looking at how much rental income is coming in on the property, and then you want to compare that against the payment. So if the payment is $2,000 a month, ideally they want your income that you have coming in to be $2,000 a month or higher, right? Because you want to be making more money than what you're paying for the mortgage. Now, there's also DSC interest only loans where you just have to pay the interest. There's DSCR HELOC loans where you can get a line of credit. Okay, and now we have DSCR with no seasoning. So you don't have to have seasoning requirements after you purchase that property. Let's say you buy a distressed property and you do a fix and flip. You buy a property for 200,000 and then you put 100,000 into it and you've owned the property for just a few months, but it's worth 700,000. Most lenders are going to require that you've owned that home for at least 1 year before you can pull cash out of it. But with the DSCR no seasoning program, you could have just owned that house for a few months, finish the rehab, and then you can cash out up to 80% loan to value. So that's the power of a DSCR loan with no seasoning. Now with interest only, the beauty is that your NOI, your DSCR is going to be higher because with an interest only loan, your payment is about 17% cheaper per month. Give an example of how it works. So if you have a $300,000 mortgage with a 6% principal and interest payment and your payment's $1,200 per month, okay? With interest only, the payment would be instead of $1,200 per month, is going to be about $1,080 per month. So you'll save about $120 per month with interest only. And we have interest only programs up to 10 years. It's a 30-year fully amortized loan. So you can do a DSCR interest only, DSCR with no seasoning. You can also do the DSCR line of credit. The way that works is we had a whole podcast on this last week. Instead of having a mortgage, you replace the mortgage with a line of credit, a revolving line of credit. You guys are familiar with a HELOC loan. Well, now you can do DSCR mixed with a HELOC, so that way you can get a line of credit on your property, and it qualifies just on the rental income. So it's an amazing program if you're a real estate investor and you're trying to scale understanding all these different type of products, because If you're just going into your bank trying to get a traditional conventional loan and you get denied, then what are you going to do? You're going to give up? You're not going to be in real estate? Well, no, you have to find the right companies, the right people to align yourself so you can be successful. If you're just going to, talking to this one tax guy, this one lender, this one attorney, and they give you bad information, that doesn't mean you shouldn't be in the industry. You have to be resilient and you have to align yourself with the right mastermind, the right group, so you can be successful. You're as good as your network, right? So get involved with the right people that are going to help you to scale your business. All right. If you're talking to a local lender, he has no idea what DSCR is, then you shouldn't have anything to do with him. If you want to learn about DSCR, if he just knows about conventional or FHA, then you're talking to the wrong person. So you want to get involved with the right people that are going to help you to take your life, to the next level. You want to get involved with the right mentors, the right people, the right network to help you to scale your business, because that's what it's all about, is taking your life to the next level so you can be successful. You don't want to hang around people that are not going to help you to take your business and your life to the next point of wherever you're trying to go. So, of course, if you have somebody that you're working with that's a broker or a realtor or a lender and they're good, they specialize on, I'm not saying not to work with them, but if they don't know about what we're talking about and they're telling you can't get this type of loan or it doesn't exist, it's not true, because we do it every single day. So, and that's the whole point, is that if you want to, get out from working, you want to have mailbox money, you want to have retirement income, you want to be able to go on trips, you don't want to work 60 hours a week anymore, and you want to, enjoy the rest of your life, you're going to have to create cash flow and income. You need currency, you need income to live. In the world that we live in, you need income, and real estate produces income. So rental properties produce income. You can make money while you sleep with rental properties. That's why we're talking about the DSCR loan, so you can make more income so you can enjoy your life. So you don't have to work every single day. Now, there's nothing wrong with working. I work, 80 hours a week, but I don't want to do it forever. I'd rather be on the beach, sipping a mojito and smoking a cigar, but you have to work and you have to create that type of lifestyle. So my point to you is, while we're talking about these programs, so you can create more income, so you can enjoy the time with your loved ones, with your family. And that's what the DSCR loans allow you to do, is to purchase properties, refinance, do the BRRRR method to create more wealth so you can have more income. Instead of you just, at your job making 70, 80, 100,000 a year, what if you could make, an extra 100,000 a year from rental income? Well, that's what these products allow you to do. You can purchase rental properties, fix them up, refinance them, cash out, do a HELOC, create rental income. You got to go for it though. But you do have to team up with the right people so you can be successful. I'm not just saying to go into it blindly and, bet it all on black. I'm not saying to do that. I'm saying you need to have a plan and be strategic about it and learn, educate yourself. That's why we do these podcasts. That's why we do these shows, to give you the information, to give you the knowledge so you can be successful, so you can do well, right? That's why we talk about all these different type of programs. But the DSCR loans is just an amazing product because, like I said, we go down to a 580 credit score with the DSCR. So even if you don't have the best credit, that's fine. But it doesn't require your personal income. You don't have to have a job. There's no tax returns. There's no W-2s. The property can be vacant or you can have it leased out. But and you can have unlimited properties and you close in your LLC. You don't have to close in your personal name. So it never reports to your personal credit. So it shields you from legal liability, from report on from your creditors on your credit report. It just shows up on your EIN. And there's no limit on how many rental properties that you can have. Now, you don't have to have a 700 credit score. That's what I said. You can go down to a 580 credit score. And on our no-doc asset base, there is no credit score requirement. So it's really a no-brainer opportunity. And these are 30-year fixed, and you can do interest only. And that's what we talked about earlier. If you do an interest-only loan, your payment is about $17 cheaper a month. So we think about 17% cheaper. If you have a $300,000 loan and your payment's $2,000 a month, if you do interest only, your payment would be like $1,600 a month. It's not a huge difference, but it's still substantial. It's a $400 a month saving. Now on the DSCR, they only do 30-year. Most investors don't want to do a 15-year because they want a lower payment. They want higher cash flow. Investors want a cheaper payment so they can collect more rental income. Most investors don't want to do a 15. That's why they don't offer, because it doesn't make sense from the investment community. You want a longer amortization, interest only, cheaper payments, so you can charge more on the rent and make more profit. That's how most of the investors think, is how can I increase my NOI, my net operating income, to make more cash flow. So you can pay it off in 15 years if you want to. There's no problem with that. But the amortization is going to be based on 30, 40, or 50 years. If that makes sense. So what do you guys think? What questions does everyone have for me out there? I mean, how many of you guys want to actively get involved in real estate? Just give us a thumbs up. How many of you guys would like to make an extra $10,000 a month from rental income? Let me know down in the comments down below. You know, I know not everyone wants to work forever. So if you want to make a change for your life and do something bigger and better, get involved with real estate and tag it along with the right group. We can be part of the same network, the same community together, a mastermind plan to create more wealth and to do great things together. That's why we have these meetings every single week to talk about brainstorming how to do more stuff together. How can we make more money together? How can we add more value? And let me know in the comments down below what your favorite investment is and how much money you want. What's your number? How much do you want to make for 2025? I mean, some people it's 1,000 a month. Some people it's 10 million a month. Whatever your number is, that's going to float your boat and keep you happy and take care of everything. But you want to get started, and you want to get with the right group, the right team to help you to scale. There you go. That's a good number. You definitely be the top dog. I have 2 garages I want to convert to a 2-bed. Yeah, then you'd want to do a rehab loan, Dinero. It's a rehab loan. If you want to convert a garage into a living quarters, you need a rehab loan, which we can do. A lot of people are converting their garage or adding an ADU to their property because all of it's an opportunity. I mean, you see things come up like Swimply, where people are renting out their swimming pool. They're doing garage conversion. They're doing ADU, trying to maximize their square footage or profit on the property. Now, not everybody's down with that, but some people are, and they're trying to make as much money as they can on their land, because land is, they're not making any more of the land, right? So if you have 10,000 square foot lot and you've got an extra 2,000 square feet, and you want to, you can make $4,000 a month off of it, why not, right? So that's the idea behind converting. The requirements are we need a rehab budget from whoever your contractor is. You have to have a 650 or higher credit score. Yes, thank you for that. Prayers to all the families in the floods. We're down here in Houston, and we lost some families down here in the Houston area, some of the counselors and some of the people that attended. I know Kerrville's going through a lot right now. So thank you for the prayers. That means a lot to everyone down here in Texas. But on the rehab loans, you want to have a 650 or higher credit score. We need a budget. Thank you. Yes. We need a rehab budget from the contractor. You have to have at least 3 months reserves in the bank account, no bankruptcy or foreclosure on your credit. Hey, Mr. Grant, thank you for watching the channel. And clean, overall clean credit history. The property has to be in good condition. We need a copy of your rehab budget, your insurance budget. You can't be at default on your current loan. And then the ARV, the after repair value has to be below 75%. Oh, I appreciate you for tuning in and watching the show on the channel with us. Rental loan and no down payment. The only way you can do that is if rental house, the minimum is 15% down. The only way you can get 100% financing if the seller does owner financing. The seller would have to do owner financing to give you 100% financing. Otherwise, you'd have to put at least 10 to 15% down. So those are good questions. Don't forget, we lend nationwide. We lend from Hawaii, New York, Alaska, Florida, Texas, Maryland, wherever. So, reach out to us. You can call or text our office. I want to do a rental home. Yeah, you can do a rental home in Texas for sure. Live out of state. You can do anywhere. Single family, multifamily. We can definitely help you out with that. It's not a problem. We do ground up construction loans, investor loans, lines of credit. You can get a second lien HELOC, DSCR. Yeah, we do Hawaii. If you want to buy a rental property there, you want to collect extra rental income, there's so much that you can do. That's the point I'm trying to make is let's start thinking as a community, as a network, as a team to create more income for all of us so you can create wealth and do more in your life. That's what it's about, is how can I create extra income, do more, be more, so I can be more successful, so I can have a better quality of life for my family, for me, so I can go on those trips, so I can have that extra disposable income. You can use real estate and make money while you sleep. You can still keep your day job. I'm not saying to quit your day job. You can keep that. But let's create some extra income doing something else to help you. Right? That's what it's all about. So remember, yes, you could do a construction loan or purchase land. If you already own the land is your down payment and your equity contribution. Or you can get an investor to help you to buy the land. There's a lot of options that you can do with that. That's a good question. So, and if we can help you that, like I said, give us a call, text my office. Don't be, a stranger. Reach out to us, 832-431-6331. It's where America goes for funding. For the last 20 years with Angelo Christian, we're direct nationwide lender. We do FHA, VA, USDA. Yeah, the Facebook group's a great idea. You can have property managers, like we use Tarantino Properties as our nationwide property manager. We use Goldman as our down payment assistance company, my company as the lender. We use Remax as our broker partner. That's our network that we have. We can use a Facebook group to create all of that together. So, and we do meetups all over the country. We do them in Dallas, San Diego, LA, Miami, Chicago, Houston. The construction, we use our company down here in Texas, Monsanto Properties, that does our construction. One of my business partners and good friends. And I can connect you with him if you want more information and talk to him about helping you to build. He's built large communities, custom homes. So reach out to us if you want to connect with him. We can connect you with our builder and our developer as well. And don't forget about our loan partner program. If you want to get signed up for our loan partner program to get paid for referrals, reach out to us. If you're part of our Amazon loyalty rewards, to get free Amazon gift cards, to leave us a review on Google. Don't forget about that. If you want more information to join our university, to become a top producer, Real Estate University is our platform that we created for you. So reach out to us about Real Estate University. And if you need funding, obviously that's our main business is funding. We're a direct lender nationwide. Yes, we do RV parks, absolutely. RV parks, mobile home parks, hotels, restaurant, casino, senior living, assisted living, multifamily, ground up construction, developer loans, all the different type of programs. Please reach out to us if we can help you. I really appreciate all of you guys tuning in and watching the channel tonight. You know, it's our mission to serve you, give you the information, the knowledge, so we can help you to take your life to the next level. So thank you so much for tuning in and watching the channel tonight. We'll be back again next week. Give us a call or text us at 832-431-6331. It's Where America Goes for Funding. All the links are down below to get signed up, to get pre-approved. You can reach out to us. You can call or text us at 832-431-6331. Give us a big thumbs up. Don't forget to share, subscribe, and enable notifications. Thank you so much for watching Basketball Grant. We appreciate all of your help and support with Angelo Christian. We'll be back again next week. Thank you guys so much. Take care. Peace out. Have a good night. Bye-bye.